Yo, yo. Can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear me? How y'all doing? I'm finna go on the YouTube side right quick, just so we can do some promoting and get people in here. But how y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Hope all y'all doing good. Um, yeah, man, we got some news, man. Of on the final day on the final day of the NBA, man. I'm just glad we got some other news because there's some other shit going on. I'm just glad that we murked off some this some BS. As a Heat fan, I know this kind of hurt, brother. I know this kind of hurt, but like, I listen, Merk, listen, Merk. I know this doesn't matter to you at all, but as a Heat fan, bro, like, what was y'all gonna do with KD? Like, real talk. Like real talk, bro. What was y'all gonna do with KD, bro? Y'all was not finna do a damn thing with Kevin Durant, bro. So I know it hurt, but it is what it is, bro. So they sent they sent Jalen Green, which I don't like for the Suns at all. People are saying he's gonna get rerouted to a third team. I don't know, but I like this trade even more for the Rockets because they traded Green. Like, it's not that I don't like Jalen Green per se, but how much is he making? Like, I don't think he's a guy that should be on a max contract. I think his potential could be that, but like, I'm not that fond on Green. One, East is weak. Two, we could make other moves to improve the talent around KD. KD Bam Hero is a good three to have. You're not lying, but um, I don't know, man. I think the Rockets are in a much better position to actually do something with KD. Um, and like, what, they bring back Fred on a more team friendly contract. Then it's Fred, Amin, KD, Tari, Sengun. They still got Smith. They kept Reed Shepard for his second year. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to stay on for a little bit to see where Jalen Green go. They said they probably gonna trade him. So I don't know if that's during the draft. I don't know if more shit finna come out, but yeah, man. And look, listen, pick 10 is a good get for the Suns. So I'll transition over to them. Like, the Suns getting off of KD, not getting off of KD because it's KD, but he has 1 year on his contract, so it was kind of tough, you know what I'm saying? But they get pick 10, right? The Suns need young talent. Their only guys with young talent is what Ryan Dunn, Oso. That's about it. They legit can make another move to say 20 million by denying VanVleet and resigning. Yeah, he got a $44 million trade team option. Fool. I was legit doing a Suns rebuild as this shit happened. I had already been 30 minutes into a Suns rebuild. And I traded him to the Rockets for Shepard, Whitmore, Brooks, and pick 10. I'm legit doing the rebuild right now. And then the notification pops on my phone. So yeah, man, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. I don't like the fit with Jalen Green on the Suns. So they're saying he's getting rerouted. Not like anybody, but people on Twitter are saying that he's getting traded. Maybe during draft day. Maybe there's more stuff coming out, but I love this for the Rockets because you give up Brooks, who is like, he was kind of essential to that team, but you have guys behind him who you trust. Like, Tari Eason is amazing. Jabari Smith is a little more inconsistent, but in a contract year, you never know how guys can play. You know what I'm saying? Then, well, they don't have pick 10 anymore, but like, Tari Eason is like the perfect player to come up after Dylan Brooks. So yeah, man, this like they still got Cam. I don't know what they're gonna do with Cam Whitmore. They finally gonna play him. I don't know. He's a great scorer, but he has to improve on the other stuff. But KD with the Rockets, man. This was the second seed in the West, yes. They get rid of Jalen Green. Who like I don't want it to seem like I hate Jalen Green. Like I don't hate him. It's just that like the type of player that he is, um, and the inconsistencies. Like he still has time. Like how old is Jalen Green? He's not even 25. I know that for sure. He's 23 years old. Like he has time to improve 100%. I just don't think with this. I don't like it with the Suns and the fact that they didn't give up like Tari Eason and like Reed Shepard, and they just gave up Jalen Green. Like I think the Rockets did a master full job here. And then we got Game 7 later on tonight, so it's a big day for the basketball community, man. It's a huge day, and this probably a distraction from that other shit, honestly, bro. But hey, man, I'll take the distraction for like for a couple hours, man. But yeah, not too much to talk about after that. But the Rockets, like, okay, question: where does this put the Rockets in the West? So like they were a team, bro. Is it crazy that we have made no moves yet? Nah, nah, it's not crazy because there's only been what 2 moves, 3. The Pacers traded with the Pelicans their pick, and the Bane trade happened, and then this one, it's not crazy, bro. It's not crazy. I think. Look, listen, I don't mean to make this about the Celtics at all. So I'm gonna get right back to uh the KD shit. But um, I I think if we do something, it's gonna be during the draft. Because our pre-draft shit has been Cedric Howard. Um we had him for little shit, and then also it was Broom and Chaz Lanier, right? Those are people that I wouldn't pick at 32. Like Broom and Chaz, they're around there, but I wouldn't pick them at 32. And you're obviously probably not gonna get Coward at 28. So I'm looking at either a trade up or a trade back because the last 2 years, the Celtics have only picked people that they have brung in the pre-draft process. They brung Shyman last season and Anton Watson. They brung in Trishan Inaruna and Jalen House, who were on our Summer League team. Then the year before that, Jordan Walsh was there. So no, you get Chaz in the 40s. You're right. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, you're right. I just thought we'd be on the move right away. We probably talking, like Brad probably talking his ass off, bro. So shit probably just ain't happening. Now, it was said that the Celtics would be a part of the 3-team shit with KD, but the Rockets were one of the few teams that didn't need like a third team because they had a lot of those contracts. They had Fred VanVleet, who was making like 45. Brooks makes 20. Jalen Green makes about 30. So they were one of the few actual teams that like didn't need a third team. I didn't get the Raptors shit because like what the shit that you like your roster isn't good enough. Like this isn't like this is not like them trading for Kawhi. The team before Kawhi came there won 50 games. This team fucking sucks. So like they're not like I never understood that at all. Never understood that at all. The Heat was of course more plausible because the Heat are always a team that's trying to, get to the playoffs. Well, they're always in the playoffs slash play-in hunt every season. And you could kind of see a path for like Bam, Hero, and whoever they keep, right? But the Raptor shit made no sense to me. Like I was praying that shit didn't happen because they're probably not gonna trade Scotty for him. But I mean they probably not gonna trade Scotty for him. So what was that Ingram? They just like what I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. KD goes to the Rockets for pick 10. I like this for the Suns because you get pick 10. And you could flip Brooks if you want to. You could flip Jalen Green. So they do have flippable assets. Teams, yeah, okay. I ask two questions. One, where does this put the Rockets in the Western Conference? Because in the playoffs, their big thing was half court offense, right? KD like makes that so much better, right? You still need more in terms of their half court offense. Like Sengun plus KD, of course, that helps. That puts you up a couple notches in terms of. I'm not super surprised at the trade, but now the Suns are for sure going. The Suns are for sure going to the playoffs. In my opinion, I thought the Suns would get less. Yeah, I did too. Probably about as good as you can get given the circumstance. Yeah. I just don't like the Jalen Green fit, but in terms of like pure value, you get a young guy that's 23 with a lot of potential. You get Dylan Brooks, who's a premium 3 and D guy, and then you get the 10th overall pick. Like that's value. Like, and then if you end up trading Green to a team, you could probably trade Brooks too because he also has like value to a lot of teams. So I don't know if how many of y'all was here earlier, but I was legit doing the Suns 2K rebuild before this happened, and I traded KD to the Suns for Shepherd, Whitmore, the 10th pick, and I traded Brooks to the Mavericks for Christie and PJ. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Brooks, but you said you think they're going to. If Jalen Green isn't stupid, I'll learn as much as I possibly can from D Book on how to pick it in the right way. Yeah, like I like it from that aspect that he can be mentored by D Book and he won't have the pressure of being the top perimeter creator. So that could definitely help him. But I don't like the fit, man, because D Book can play PG and he did for like a couple of years and he was not bad at it at all because he's just that good of a player. But like ideally you want a guy that can set him up, right? You don't want well, you do want it doesn't matter because it's D Book, but you would just rather him not have to create for himself and others as much as he would have to at the PG position. Bro, you got Jalen Green, D Book, and Bradley Beal. But no, I think the Suns are in a great position with pick 10. They can now actually scout and get some young talent in there. Yeah, Phoenix keeps making the same mistake. They keep trading players that are purely offensive. Yeah, I like Tari Eason would have been so good with them. Like if you could break up like the contracts, like Jalen Green makes like 30 M's, you could have got 3 people. Like, but Green would be a good second option. Yeah. But yeah, pick 10, the Suns should just go best player. Especially if they're trying to trade Green. Yeah, my second question was like, who trades for Jalen Green now? If you're the Suns, who would you pick? So in my rebuild, I picked Carter Bryant. He was at 10. So I just picked him. But you never know how the draft shake out, bro. I picked Carter because he was at 10. I felt he was the best player there. If I was the Suns, who would I pick? Good question. This will be great for Jay Green's development. West is such a coin flip with how stacked the conference is. Rockets need that instant bucket for sure. Yeah. They're kind of like a low down OKC in terms of their play style. Like they cause havoc on the defensive side. They cause a lot of turnovers, but their half court offense it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Now they get their version of Shea. Of course, KD's not Shea. Well, of course, KD's not as dynamic as Shea now, right? But they get their prime number 1 half court option, right? And At this point in KD's career, I didn't want him to go to a situation where he was the legit number one option. I wanted him to have like because I thought Phoenix was perfect where him and D Book could both average like 26, 27 points, right? And they could just like take turns scoring. But now on the Rockets, he is legit the first option. Now, Sengun being a post player could also help with that because they can create from inside and out. I like Brian Jalen Green for Miles Bridges was Mark Williams. Hornets, bro. You know what's crazy? The first team I thought of was the fucking Hornets because that just seems like the team that would try to get an athlete. But they have pick 4, so I mean, do they have pick 4? Yeah, I would just pick VJ Escom if he did. If not, maybe. But for Miles Bridges and Mark, I mean, that's not really shit to be honest with you. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like Jalen Green on what's like who needs a young shot creator like that's gonna start. He makes like he has to start, bro. He has to start. Like he not coming off the like hopefully he not coming off the bench with that contract. Um, like NBA like he probably wouldn't go to a playoff team, right? Um, he probably won't go to a playoff team like the Nets. Hold on, Brooklyn got 4 first round picks, right? Brooklyn got 4 first round picks, right? What if hmm they trade 2 of them picks? They don't trade the top one. They could probably trade their 2 in the 20s or like the one in the teens plus a 21, a 20s pick. So you get 2 more first round picks if you're Phoenix for a team that's deprived of young talent. And you probably get like a player because you need to match contracts. I don't know how they get the contracts to match, but wait, do they even need contracts? Because they got room. I think they're the only team that actually has cap room. I think they're the only team that actually has cap room. So he get a complete fresh start with the Nets. Complete fresh start. I don't know, man. I don't think that's that bad. I don't think that's that bad. So they reroute Green to the Nets for some of them first round picks and probably a player. I don't know. But yeah, man. The finals, game 7. We got game 7. I could just talk a little bit about game 7, I guess. It was really good to see what happened in game 6. It was really good to see. Not like them getting blown out, but like as far as like the coaching clinic that Carlisle put on, the adjustments that he made from game 5 to game 6. The Nets, Hornets, or maybe Heat are my guesses. Yeah, the Nets, like I hate the Hornets one because like they don't need any more of those type of players. Like I hate that because you got LaMelo, you got Brandon Miller, you got the 4th pick. I don't think that like LaMelo, Jalen Green, and Brandon Miller, who was playing any lick of like. I think B Mill is a solid defender, but like he's an offensive player. Like you need guys that aren't gonna need shots. You got 3 guys that are perimeter oriented that need shots. Like that would be a fun team to watch, yeah, for shit sure. But Jesus Christ, bro, like, but the Nets, yes, the Nets have cap space. They don't have a lot of guys on their roster to begin with, and they can bring in 4 picks, but do they want to? So I don't know. But what was I about to do? I was about to do something. Yeah. So Carlisle, what he did was the first 6 games, they were pressuring the shit out of Shea. So it was like full court pressure, 94 feet. They was trying to tire him out. And what that did at game 6 and game 5, I believe, it unlocked J Dub. Because when Shea couldn't get the ball on the inbound, J Dub just got the ball and ran down the floor and either got a dunk, a layup, or free throws. That's how he got going, right? Um, and also they had Aaron Nesmith on J Dub, which Aaron Nesmith is a workhorse. He's a worker, but like he's not technically sound on the defensive side. So he's gonna get crossed up. He's gonna foul, and J Dub was just working him on and off the ball. What Carlisle does is he stops pressing because the one glaring flaw with that team on the other side is half court offense. When you press them 94 feet, if Shea gets the ball, Isaiah Hartenstein is setting a step up screen at half court. Your whole defense is compromised because Shea is going downhill at your big. J Dub can just run down the court, get a foul, get a drive, anything, right? So you stop, you force them to play in the half court where they struggle at, right? And then you put Pascal on J Dub. Much better defender. My friend's been telling me that Chet has been mid this series. How true is that? Chet has been mid offensively, but defensively he has not been. Pyrenees, what's up, baby? Chet has been great defensively, especially these last couple of games. Offensively, he ain't been shit for real. So, I guess. But nah, Carlisle made a couple adjustments that was just like insane. Like he stopped pressing, so that forced OKC to play in half court. He puts Siakam on J Dub. Again, I like Aaron Nesmith. I like his energy. You need a guy that fights over screen and that just plays that hard, of course. But against guys like J Dub and Shea, he's gonna get crossed out of his mind. Like he's gonna foul, shit like that. So you put Pascal on J Dub, you limit him, right? And defensively, they gapped super heavy because now your help defenders aren't compromised when you press 94 feet. They set a screen at half court. Now Shea is literally driving in his wheelhouse at your big. I've seen some people blaming Chet and Miles offensively, but how much do you credit the low field goal percentage and underwhelming offense from the bigs on the defense? Yeah, I think that of course plays a part into it, but Miles Turner has been getting open threes the whole series. Like, I think Chet's is more defense. I think Turner's is just like he got to hit shots too. Like Turner has had that pick and pop at the top of the key has been open. And then there's also times where he's supposed to shoot those shots. Like he's on that team on the offense to stretch the floor and be that stretch five. There's also times where, he's not hitting shots and he's passing up wide open threes. The moment he stops shooting them, their offense become that much less effective. So I think Chet's is more defensive because like he can drive Turner can drive too, but Chet can drive, hit you with the spin move, crossover, get to the rim. I think Chet. I gotta look more into that because I don't know what the Pacers are doing to like make Chet like not that effective, honestly. Because when you think of their team, like who can check Chet besides Turner? Like, and honestly, I think on the perimeter, Chet has the advantage against Turner too. So I really don't know like what they're doing. I was focused on the Pacers defense in my rewatch, but it wasn't like they were like he didn't want to do Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic, Haywood Highsmith, the 20th pick, and other draft assets in the deal. Hold on. Jaime Jovic, Highsmith, 20, and I guess with like a future pick or something. Per Sham. Sham said that. Sham said that. Sham said that. Man, if I'm the Heat, man, Pat Riley ass tripping. Pat Riley ass is tripping. If that's true, Pat Riley ass is tripping. I would have did that easily. I'm on Sean's page, but it is what it is. Man, the Heat tripping like shit, boy. They tripping like a motherfucker. Man, Jovic, I actually like Jovic, but Hawkins, Jovic, like hot man, y'all, man, I could have got a Hostin for the back end. Man, they tripping, bro. They tripping. I'd have did that. I'm guessing he said it live, but not. Okay. I got you. Man, he fans for finny, boy. Man, hey, tell where Merc at, bro. Tell him that he gonna start crying. So AC, he had him in the bag, bro. Yeah, they tripped. Bam, Tyler and KD got motion. Got some. I mean, that's not really no motion, but for that package, 10 out of 10 times. 10 out of 10 times I'm doing that. But I guess I'm finna start another Suns rebuild and fucking trade KD to the Rockets. Yo, what's good, mouthpiece? What's up? He said, Pat, what the hell? Yeah, they tripping, bro. They tripping. Yeah, bro. That's crazy, bro. Like, all of them is role players. And I know role players are essential to great teams, bro. Like, Highsmith, like, is a good role player. I can't lie. But fucking, like, dude, you pull that trigger for KD, bro. When Pat said maybe I'm washed, he really would. Like, bro, that's not shit for KD, bro. That ain't shit, bro. That ain't shit for him, bro. Like, Hawkins is a good young player. He had a sophomore slump, which almost everybody has. Jovic, I like the size and the playmaking and the lineup versatility that he can bring. Highsmith is just a low volume role player, bro. And pick 20 is pick 20. Now, you also said in other draft assets in the deal. Maybe that's where it got a little hung up on. But the Heat don't got no fucking picks, no way. So like if you think they would be drafting the next Jokic with that pick 20, like they tripping, bro. But all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for talking to me on such short notice. I just had to say something right quick with the KD stuff happening and all that. It looked like I'm moving a little slow. I don't know why. But I appreciate y'all for coming out. Game 7 tonight. Super excited. And then we got the draft on Wednesday and Thursday. I forgot it was 2 days, honestly. But we got the Drake coming on. Get that rebuild out. I got you, bro. I'm kind of bummed, bro, because I was 30 minutes into the rebuild and then the trade popped up. Now I gotta do it all over again. But it is what it is, bro. Appreciate you, Omni. Appreciate you, Paradise. Appreciate you. I don't know what the Suns are doing with all the 6'5" guys they have. Jalen Green ain't even 6'5". That shit a lie. Then they got fucking Bradley Beal and I don't know, man. Hopefully they reroute Jalen Green. I think the Nets are perfect destination for him. They also got because the Nets got 4 first-round picks. You trade a pick in the 10s and one of those 20 picks, plus whoever can make the contract. I don't think the Nets probably don't need to make contracts match anyway. So Jalen Green get a fresh start there. The Suns gets 2 more first-round picks and a team that's deprived for some talent. I wouldn't mind that. But appreciate y'all. Cam Johnson reunion. I wouldn't trade Cam Johnson for Jalen Green. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all, man. Game 7 tonight.